welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will be showing you guys my Korean beauty eyeshadows, and this will be solely just basing on brown colors. I am going to split my eyeshadow collection up and by the colors because I couldn't put them all together. I do have I think a good amount of eyeshadows, and I want to give you guys at least detailed reviews for its individuals eyeshadows. So that's why I decided to split them up as much as I can. And I didn't realize that I have a lot of pink eyeshadows, even though I've mentioned in so many of my videos that I don't really go for pink colors, but I'm surprised that I do have quite a bit. So we're gonna start off with brown colors, and I have 10 eyeshadow palettes here, and the way I'm gonna lay it out is not by the cheapest to the most expensive or the least pigmented to the most pigmented. I'm gonna start off with how many eyeshadows contains in each palette. So what I have is I have a few, not a few, but I'm gonna start off with 4 and then 6 and then 8 and 10. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I will in here as well write down the prices and stuff, but I will not mention the prices because obviously it varies and I haven't written down in my note. If you see me looking down as well, it's because I have written a whole bunch of notes down here so that I don't miss out on anything. But in this video I will be talking about the colors, what colors in there, how pigmented they are, and yeah, whether I would recommend it or not. But I will not be choosing like my top 3 and stuff because it's gonna be really hard. So yeah, if this is what you're looking for, keep on watching. So let's start off with this Pony Effect eyeshadow palette here. This is the Conceptual Ice Quad in So Gorgeous. I've had this for a while now, ever since I was obsessed with Pony Effect, and it comes in gorgeous gold colors like this. Obviously it comes in 4 colors, 2 shimmers, 1 frost and 1 matte. A lot of these colors are all like gold tone base, and then you have one really nice dark matte shade here. But I do feel that this eyeshadow palette, the colors, I mean the texture is not consistent enough. Like the frosty shimmer is beautiful, like some of it is creamy, but I feel like the dark color is actually quite rough. In regards of the shimmer, it is a very beautiful shade. It is definitely a very loud eyeshadow palette for a brown color, because gold color like this, personally, I wouldn't wear it on a daytime. This is definitely like a very glam look finish. This would definitely be this kind of eyeshadow, and I do love that this one comes in a mirror as well. And I remember that this is actually not a cheap eyeshadow palette. Would I recommend this? Probably not really, because compared to then buying it and to now, there's so many options of Korean eyeshadow palettes that you can buy that has similar colors like this, which you will see really soon. So probably for me, I wouldn't really get this again. And this one, obviously if you want to support Pony, she did release other brands like Colourpop and stuff, which I would definitely recommend more of that rather than this one. Next is this KitKat Original, which people went crazy for, and I think this was released probably last year, I can't remember. But this one comes in 2 versions, and I got mine in the Play Color Ice Mini KitKat Original. The colors are gorgeous. It has 3 matte, 2 shimmer and 1 frost. And guys, like when I say like the shimmer and the frost and stuff, I'm not basing it on like the websites. I'm basing it on what I see and how I feel the texture is. Even so, what I say may not be the same as what the website has said, you know, the amount of shimmer and stuff, FYI, but this is how I see it, just so you know. But yeah, the colors are all very neutral shade. They are all brown base, and then there's one like random red color here. And the first shade for me over here, I feel like it's just too pale. I feel that it's unnecessary to have it in here. I guess some people can use it for like the brow highlight and stuff, but for me, if I want to like lift my eyebrows up and stuff, I will probably use a highlighter rather than this neutral shade. It's just not doing anything for me. And some people may use this as like a base color to put in another eyeshadow on, but I personally just like to use eyeshadow primer and that's it. But other colors here, they are all actually okay. They are very smooth, and the shimmer is actually a light finish. But this red one here is just random. Maybe they try to like coordinate with, you know, the color of this packaging, but I just think that it's so odd having this red here. Would I get this? Probably not, because I would definitely choose the Hershey's one. I only chose the KitKat one because obviously it's KitKat and they have like awesome packaging. But yeah, this is my thoughts on this. Obviously, I have the cookies and cream and the creamy milk chocolate, but we'll talk about the cookies and cream first. So this is more of the lighter version and it comes in 6 colors. For me, I see that it has 4 matte and possibly 2 frosty colors. I personally feel that these colors all here are actually just too pale for me. I think that if you do have very pale skin or really light skin, like lighter skin than me, I would say you definitely would love this more on the neutral side or like a daily makeup look, like an everyday makeup. You might like this, but for me and my skin tone, there's only so much I can play with this color in order to make it not look like a daily makeup. I can't do any smoky eye makeup with this, even though the shimmer shade is beautiful. So I would definitely not recommend this one unless you love cookies and cream chocolate. However, I would definitely recommend this milky chocolate because not only the packaging is cool, but again, the colors are way more beautiful than the cookies and cream. For me personally, I like this type of shades, which is much more warmer and deeper shade. This one for me, I feel that there's 4 matte and 2 frosties here. The 1 brown shades is so beautiful, even the shimmer is beautiful. Everything here is just perfect, such a perfect combo. I can do a neutral, daily, natural shade. I mean like daytime look with this, and then I can even do like a nighttime smoky eye look with this. It got the neutral shade that I can blend out with for my crease, and it has like this glitter shade that I can put some sparkle. It has this really dark brown shade that I can put on my outer part of my eyes. I just love this whole combo of it. This is definitely a great eyeshadow palette for people like me who love shades like this, and to actually take it out for like, you know, travel wise, because you don't want to pack lots of stuff during travel, you know. But I would definitely recommend this one. Those are my 4 and 6 eyeshadow pan palette. We're gonna go to the 3CE one, I think. Yep. And the next one will be my latest one, which is the 3CE Overtake. And this one is a gorgeous palette. This is their multi-eye color palette, which comes in 9 eyeshadow palettes. So you can see it consists a lot of different shades here. So there's 4 matte and 5 shimmers. There are like light medium brown shades with slight pink undertones as well. All of these colors are really pigmented. However, I feel like there are quite a bit of like lighter shade as well, but other than that, all the shimmers are gorgeous. And I did mention I did do a separate video on this as well if you guys want to see my looks and stuff, but I did mention that they are honestly very creamy, very pigmented. Obviously the price is towards the high-end price as well, but again, I do like the combo of this. But I did mention in that last video, it's very hard to do a very deep smoky eye look. You can do like a neutral light smoky eye look with this, but there's not much like matte brown shade, like matte dark brown shade to actually deepen up the eye look. That's my only downside, but other than that, I love the pink undertone to all of these eyeshadows, but at the same time you can see that brown color too. Next is the 3CE Plot Twist, which is my other 9 eyeshadow palettes, which is obviously leaning more toward that brown based undertone compared to the previous palette Overtake. I love this color. I feel like with these 2 lighter shades here is very unnecessary again with the white and the peach. Like, what's the point in having this? And then when actually swatching it, I also noticed that like there's like shimmer in this, which is like, I don't know, for me, I don't see the benefit of having these 2. Maybe swapping it out for like a black eyeshadow or like another neutral brown shade would be like perfect. A lot of the shimmers are nice, but the only downside with this is that with the brown shades, there has shimmer in it, and I believe that if you want to do like smoky eye look or like a really dark look, you shouldn't be putting shimmer darker shade on the outer part, because for me it just makes my eyes look smaller. So I don't see the point of having the shimmer in here. But even if I grab this, I still use this for the outer part, and it doesn't really matter. It's not too obvious after actually applying once you blend everything out. I just love the whole combo of it as well, but I feel like they can actually reduce the frosty side of the eyeshadow and actually put more matte, which is my recommendation for this eyeshadow palette. Next is my HEIMISH palette, and this has to be my first HEIMISH eyeshadow palette that I tried. I actually remember getting this when I joined the Style Korean competition probably 3 years ago now, but this was one of the things they have sent for me to use it to try and review during the competition, and I just love this. I didn't realize how pigmented HEIMISH could be, but again, these are all like warm tone shade, brown shades, and honestly, this champagne gold here is gorgeous when you actually apply on your eyes. This one actually have about 3 mattes and then probably 4 shimmers and 1 frosty shades. All of these colors are beautiful. I don't even mind having that red undertone to it, because when you actually blend out with that brown matte smoky brown eyeshadow, it looks so beautiful. It's like a perfect combo. I love that you can play like a daytime look and then a nighttime look to this. There's so many colors that you can play around with this, and I just love this palette. I love how big this mirror is as well. I have 3 of the Etude House Play Color Eyes palette, but first we're gonna start talking about BakeHouse first, which is, I think it was released last year. It was actually recently, yeah. And this one for me, it leans more towards like a tan, orangey brown eyeshadows, and I feel like with this one it doesn't have a lot of dark shades, but again I feel like this is very similar to the Etude House Cookies and Cream edition, where if you would have to have like a large selection of eyeshadows, they will probably have this one. And for me, again, I feel like this colors here, there's only so much I could play with. I can't do like a deep eyeshadow look. I can only do like neutral shades. Even with the neutral shades and the daily eyeshadow look, they all look really nice, but they doesn't give me enough like oomph to it, you know, like. And probably because of my skin tone, I feel like there's only so much I can play with this color. However, I feel like with this number 9 here, this is so creamy. When you apply it, it glides on so nicely on your eyes, and even applying with a brush, the payoff is still amazing. Sometimes with Korean beauty, Korean eyeshadow palettes, when you want to pick up shimmer and stuff, it's best to use the finger because of the warmthness, and then it just makes the eyeshadow looks much more pigmented and obvious. But with this particular number 9 here, it's just gorgeous, even with brush or just like the finger. I wouldn't say I would not use this again. I do still use this a lot. I love that with this one, you can build it up as much as you want, and it doesn't look like you're overdoing it. That's the plus side about it, but the only downside is that there's only so much you can play with this colors here, I guess. And this will be perfect for those who have really pale skin again, or who have really light skin. This will be the perfect combo for you, or someone who doesn't like to play with colors but just want like a basic neutral shade eyeshadow palette. This would definitely be for you. And again, I mean, how awesome is this long mirror here, right? This is actually a really old one, and this is Etude House in the Cafe. Even though I said old, I've only recently got it last year when I decided to actually collect as many of the Play Color Eyes palette as I can, because I realized that I've started doing more eyeshadow reviews and I want to collect them to do like comparisons when it comes to the colors, whether they have similarities and stuff like that, if you guys watch my eyeshadow reviews. So with this one, when I first got it, even until now, I've only used it once, and the reason for that is that I feel that all of these colors are just too pale, too bland, and it doesn't attract me at all. All this matte shade, the payoff is just not the best, and I can see the difference between this and the difference between the BakeHouse. Like the formula wise, they've totally changed it. They've totally upped their game. It has gone much better with the formula, with the matte, with the shimmer, compared to this one here. Like this one is like, I guess like an oldie of the Play Color Eyes. You can see how much they have changed the formula from this to that. So with the matte, it's just, I wouldn't even go there with this. The shimmer is alright, like there's like 3 shimmer shades here. They are beautiful, they glide on easily, but again, compared to the BakeHouse, the shimmer just glide on like butter. This one you probably need to swatch a little bit more to get the shimmer shade. For me, I definitely wouldn't recommend this, but I solely bought this for comparisons, and I don't regret getting this because I can totally appreciate how much Etude House has changed over time with their Play Color Eyes palette. Last but not least is my favorite, and this is the Etude House Caffeine Holic. I'm currently wearing it right now on my eyes, and no matter how many times I always go back with this, I always go, oh my god, you are the best eyeshadow palette ever when it comes to brown colors. I know I said that I wouldn't choose my top favorites, but this would definitely have to be it. Like these colors here, all of them are just gorgeous. You have the brown shades, you have the pink shade, you have the reddish shade, and then you have another brown shade. Like there's 3-tone eyeshadows in here. You can play so many colors with this. You can combine them, you can split them up by, you know, what undertone color you want, like the brown, the pink, you know, like, or the orange as well, or the red. Like there's so many different colors you can play in here. Out of the 10, the shimmer shades are gorgeous as well. I love the frosty finish, I love the shimmer, I love the matte. The matte is just so deep, so brown, so warm, it's so pigmented. Like how much can I rave about this? Like if you guys have this, you would know how good this palette is. Like I just love this a lot. Like that's all I have to say. This is definitely a really great palette. So those are my eyeshadows collection. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Let me know what you think down below. If there's any other suggestions you want me to put down below for me to actually mention in my next video. My next video will be on orange eyeshadow collection. So anything I miss out, definitely do let me know down below, because I want to improve this video for you guys. I want to make sure it is as informative as you want, as you requested. I hope the swatches are helpful for you guys as well. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think down below of this video. And yeah, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.